Man, what's the deal? No time to chill. It's about to get real on Keep It Real Thursdays. Peep. Hey, look, we just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from. United States Treasury. Hey, look, so I need you to continue to do good, man. Continue to do good. And watch this. I need you to just forget about, real quick, man, forget about everything that you was ever taught, learned. Like, I need you to forget about it. So, I hear a lot of people just talking negative about the IRS, the negative about, like, the government, the negative about, like, the police. Like, I'm talking about, it's a whole lot of negative ideologies that you just hear, like, yo, the IRS trying to get down, like, the government trying to get down, the police trying to get down. Like, I need you to develop your own ideologies. So watch this. Your boy had, you know, I ended up on the IRS a couple dollars, you know, nothing crazy. I think it was probably like a little around the area, like 3,500, right? So I was on a payment plan. I was just paying the IRS, you know, monthly. I think it started off as like 50, but then I was making like $100 payments or something like that. I can't even remember, but so I paid them off, right? But the payments was on automatic, and they ended up taking, like, after I paid, I sent them their cheese, and then they still took out some money on my account, and I was sick about it. I'm like, yo, I needed that, like, you know what I'm saying? And so I come home one day and I had got a letter in the mailbox. So I'm like, look, all that stimulus money gone. Like, what is this? And it looked like a check. So low key, I was geeked because I'm like, yo, they didn't send me a check. Like, what's this for? Like, I need that, you feel me? So I look in the mail and it's a check from the IRS. So I'm like, yo, people always talk about how, I'm talking about, listen, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to wait till the end of the year till I file, and then maybe I end up on, and then they're like, yo, we needed that money, thank you, Mr. James. Like, yo, they sent me a check. Like, yo, here go, yo, thank you for your services. Thank you for making your payments. Thank you for all that you've done, Mike. Here go your money back. I was shocked. I'm like, yo, I got a whole certified check. I'm talking about this, the real one. Whole certified check from the IRS. And I'm talking about, man, there's so many things in life that I hear that are negative about, like I said, the IRS, the government, the police, like whatever you can think of, taxes. I'm talking about people just mad, people angry over information that they don't know. And I realized that too, like, yo, when you don't know something, sometimes you get mad and you can start making up stuff. Man, the IRS out to get you. Man, the banks, man, listen, somebody told me years ago, man, the banks is crooks. What? Dude, I love the bank, Chase Bank. Shout out to Chase Bank, man. They are not a sponsor yet, but shout out to Chase Bank, man. Chase Bank that showed your boy so much love. I'm talking about, we family, we just almost like family. They done showed me so much love. So what I need you to understand is I need you to continue to do good. Why? Because you gonna get, bro, hey, it's gonna pay off. It's gonna pay off. They sent me a check. Like, here you go, sir. Thank you. You feel me? I ain't even cashed the check. But I'm just saying, like, I need you to continue to do good because it's gonna pay off. I need you to stop listening to other people. And watch this real quick. Watch this. Ideology. A system of ideas and ideals, especially one which form the basis of economic or political theory and policy. So real quick, man, shout out to my mom. Shout out to my mom. She always taught me to, like, look stuff up in the dictionary. Like, let's look up the word theory real quick. So what does theory mean? A suspicion or a system of ideas intended to explain something, especially one based on general principles, independent of thing to be explained. Like, come on, man. Superstition. A system of ideas intended. Like, that means that it ain't necessarily true. It's a theory. Like, they trying to prove something, but it ain't necessarily law. It's a theory. Listen, man, it's a lot of ideologies out here that people talk about how this won't benefit you, that won't benefit you. Man, I'm trying to tell you, the IRS just wrote me a check. Like, here you go. And I'm just like, wow, man, you know what that bought me? You know how much money that is? You know how much money they just bought me an ideology. I was just paid an ideology. Like, here you go, Mike. All that stuff that you learned back in the day, you can just throw that away. Like, when they sent me this check, they basically said, here's the payoff all them old ideologies that you thought you knew. I'm like, yo, when they sent me that check, I'm talking about, I was so like, wow. All that stuff they told me about you, IR. All that stuff they told me about you, IR, was wrong. I'm sorry, IR. I'm sorry. I thought y'all was some crooks. I thought y'all was out to get me. I thought y'all was out to take my money. Like, all that stuff that I learned and that I thought I knew about the IRS was wrong. I'm talking about, it's some stuff, it's some people, it's some things in your life that you think you know about. You better go do your research. You better continue to do good. I'm talking about, I hear people all the time saying, why would I do this? Why would I pay? I'm talking about, I'm hearing people talk about how they enroll miles back on their leases and all type of stuff. Why would you continue to do good, Mike? Because good gonna come back to me. Good gonna come back to me. That's why you need to continue to do good, because it's gonna come back to you. All you gotta do is be patient. Be anxious for nothing, but be patient. And I'm talking about when you good, man, you gonna start people gonna start looking out for you. People gonna start sending you checks. All I did was follow my payment plan. And I paid a little bit too much money, and they gave me my money back. Like, here, sir, we don't want to cheat you because you was faithful over the few things. So here. And I'm just like, wow, astounded, blew away. Because I kept my word and they kept their word. You feel me? And so I need you to continue to do good, man, because it's gonna pay off. And real quick, people go, Mike, why you do good? Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I be wanting to do crooked stuff, scamish, but it's gonna come back on me. I remember when I was a kid one time, I told my pops, like, yo, you know, my dad used to put stuff in the cleaners. And I remember I got my coat back. And I just remember my grandma telling me, like, yo, them buttons on your pea coat are like good buttons. They was the buttons with the anchors on them. And so I remember I took the coat to the cleaners and I got the coat back. It was a wool coat and it was crispy when I got it back, right? So, like, something wrong on this coat. You know what I'm saying? Something wrong. So I put it on, take it off, put it on again. Then I open it up and I'm like, dang, why did the coat just open up like that? Then I look and notice they stole my buttons. So I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I told my dad about that cleaners and he didn't want to believe me. And so I remember I went to Burlington Coat Factory one day and I think I was just going in there for like some t-shirts or something. This was like years ago. And I noticed that the coats, the buttons on them coats was all ripped off. And I'm like, ooh. Talking about, this was when I was in high school, but I seen that somebody had already started ripping them buttons off them coats, and it proved my point. I'm like, so they did steal my buttons off them coats. My grandma was right. So you know what I did? I'm like, yep. Somebody left about half. Somebody left half of some buttons on there. So I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna finish the job. And you know what ended up happening to me when I stole those buttons? Yep, your boy stole some buttons. When I stole those buttons, I ended up losing some money. So people ask me like, yo, Mike, why not? Why not do wrong? Why not? I mean, people don't say, well, why not do wrong? But they say, why not do the thing that they're trying to do? Because I remember when I was in high school and I lost that money that I had. I ain't had no job. So when I lost that money, that was like everything to me. I probably was like $10, $15 or something, like $20, but that was everything to me. When you don't have no job and you lose some money, that means, bro, I lost everything. Everything. Off of that little bit of money. And I'm talking about, I need you to continue to do good, because if you don't do good, you're gonna get bad released on you. I did good, and this was good brought this to me. So I need you to do good. And then once you continue to do good, you're gonna get one of these, and then you're gonna be able to pass go and collect your 200. Peace.